Welcome to Movie Making. I'm your host, Renelle Golden. Hey, everybody. We are here with Courtney Claudet. He is a writer, director, and producer. He's got some killer new films out there for you to see. One that I particularly want everyone to go watch is The Reading. It's on BET right now. How are you doing today, Courtney?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm always a little crazy, but I'm good. I'm doing
Crazy
very
is
good, thank
good.
you.
Crazy is good.
Yeah, sometimes, right? Don't ask my kids though. No. Um, so Courtney, you started your journey. It looks like you're a filmmaker from Texas, and you
hmm
started out making shorts, and you probably did the festival circuit and stuff. But at what point did you realize, hey, I want to be a filmmaker?
I think I've always known that I wanted to be a filmmaker. Well, I've always had the gift of being a filmmaker. I just never knew what it was called. I've always wanted to tell stories, so I never knew what it was called. So I would write stories all the time. And then one of my counselors I went to HCC and I flunked out like the first year, but the only thing I made a good grade in was creative writing. Met with the counselor. She was
Love
like,
that.
well, you look like you're doing good in creative writing. Do you have anything you've written? Showed it to her, and she was like, well, hey, have you ever thought about writing scripts? Like, no, I didn't even know that was a thing. She gave me this program. I learned the program, started writing scripts, but really didn't know what to do with them. Went around looking for like directors presenting stuff. I remember I drove to Dallas. There was a company in Dallas. I drove to them and showed them my script. They was like, yeah, it's gonna cost like
Oh,
$400,000. I'm like, oh, okay.
no, thanks,
So
right?
let me go back to Houston. Um,
Oh boy.
when I got back, then I start learning how to direct, but then, obviously you have to still find the funding for it. So then I had to learn
Yeah.
how to produce on a little bit. And the process just kept going after that. Started off with a few shorts and then felt the need to jump up.
Yeah. So you're like a born storyteller.
Oh, for sure.
You
Yeah.
are. Do
As a
you
little
have a
as a kid,
genre?
my
Do you
mom, as a little kid, my mom would tell you I used to lie a lot. I used to just tell these elaborate stories.
It's not
So,
lying, it's storytelling. Yes.
storytelling. And depending on what time period you're telling it, it's lying or
That's a good
storytelling.
point, right? How old you
Yeah.
were and what trouble you're getting into.
What you saying? Yeah, what you was answering.
Yeah, I had some of those moments long ago, but that's cool. I love that. Do you have a genre that you prefer to write in, or like have you found your niche?
No, I don't think I have a genre that I prefer to write in. Like, for the future, I have comedies, I have a drama. As you know, The Reading is a thriller.
Yes,
I even have a sci-fi that I wanna get done. So I don't particularly have a genre. I'm
I
just an
love that.
overall storyteller in general, whatever the story
When
needs.
a story comes to you, what is your process? Because I know I become a maniac and everyone has to leave me alone until I'm done writing it. Do you have a process that you go through?
I definitely have to be alone, because I'm like an athlete when I write. So when I write something sound
Love
good, I jump up and like, yeah, like I
it. I
the
love that.
energy, the energy comes out of me when I write something down. So if somebody's watching me write something, probably is the weirdest experience for them because they're like, is he writing or is he playing football? I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Do you ever say it out loud? Like
Oh
when I'm
no, that's
writing, I'm
I
all the
say it.
characters. You do?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Like
gosh.
even when I'm thinking it, my daughter will say she always catches me talking to myself, but it's not me talking to
It's the
myself. It's
characters.
me going over what a character was saying, and I'm responding, and she'll catch me in a car and just like, and she's like, "Daddy, you're you're
How old
talking to
is
your
she?
man."
Is she like freaked out by this or old enough to understand
No,
that's
she's
just
so
weird?
used to it. No, she doesn't even she's just so used to it now that it's so funny to her that I do it. So she's like, "Daddy, you're doing it again." It's
Yeah. Yeah.
embarrassing to her. Hey, Daddy, I'm here. I'm right here. Stop. You don't have to talk to yourself
Oh,
in a
that's
car.
so funny. I love that. Yeah.
Funny.
When I used to really get into writing, it's like I always joke that there's some rule you're supposed to feed the kids, but I've never seen it written down. And so until I'm done, they gotta wait.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Gotta get
yeah,
that
yeah.
out, you know. I
Gotta get
love
that out.
just it's so cool. Wow. So when you realized, all right, I'm gonna do this and this is gonna be my life, how did
Mhm.
you like take steps to get to the bigger projects? I think you're really brave and you've done some like stuff that some of us wouldn't have the courage to do in just contacting people and things like that when I was hearing some of your stories.
So I'm a man of faith. And so I pray about everything. And I've came to the point to, well, I came to the point to where I'm like, oh, the worst thing someone could say is no. Like
Yes,
that
okay.
is who cares? Like that's the worst thing.
That's true. It's a no is not a setback. You're still where you are. I'm
Yeah,
learning
you
that.
didn't go anywhere. You didn't this morning, you didn't even have an answer. So you
That's
didn't a no doesn't set you back, but guess what it does do? A no introduces you to a new person. So
that
now
is good.
even even with your no, you still won because now another person is familiar with you.
Yes. Oh,
Like
wow. What a great way to look at it. That's
what
really
do we
good advice for
what do we
everybody.
Yeah, nobody died. Like somebody said no. Like your mom said no, our dad said no 90% of the time when we was kids. No, no.
Yes. This,
Like,
oh, wait. No.
yeah, like so it's one of those things to where it's like I think our our fears are bigger than the reality. For
Yes.
some reason we feel like a no is we feel like a no is saying we're not worthy or we can't do this. That's what we think no's are. A no isn't you're not worthy or you can't do this. A no is that person isn't interested in what you're doing, but that's just that person.
Wow. That, you know what? What a brilliant way to look at it. It's so true. I wish someone had told me that early on because you do have to realize a no is not a setback. It's not a reflection of your work, but that's a lesson I think filmmakers have to learn independently. But once they do, doors open because you're no
Yeah.
longer afraid to walk through, right? And, being able to center yourself and have faith probably lets you walk through that next door. No
And
worries.
then what's so amazing about it is if you can get your mind right, you'll understand that when those doors open, those are your doors, and you need to have your expectations for your doors. So what also happens is we do get the no's, but the door will open. But sometimes we don't accept the door because it wasn't the door that we thought it was going to be because such and such, his door looked like this. So
Um,
I want that door. And so our expectations make us ignore our door to want
oh,
somebody else's door.
do you think that can cause people to maybe lose opportunity? Because is that the grass is greener kind of mentality?
Absolutely. Like probably 90% of the time. Perfect example, even with the reading debuted on BET Plus. Everybody was like, don't do BET. I'm like, why?
Oh, no, that's a great.
Well, you could try to do it. It looks good for Netflix. It looks good for Hulu. It does, but BET offered the best opportunity for me, my journey.
Yes,
It was my journey, right? So
right.
it's one of those things to where people a lot of times we will our expectations of what we how we think it should go get in the way of how God wants it to go, and now we're stuck in this
Right.
spot because it wasn't a door he wanted to open, it was a cabinet we were supposed to crawl in, but we're so fixated on that other person's
Yeah.
door that you don't focus on your journey enough and appreciate your journey enough. Because again, yesterday and this morning you didn't have an answer, but today you have a no, and now
Yes,
somebody knows you.
that's a really good point. How do you drown out all of those voices that are like, you should do this, you should do that? Well, what are you doing this for? Like, we get surrounded with so many people that all have opinions that can also affect our ability to maybe see our door
Hmm.
clearly.
So the thing I almost cursed. The thing the
It's
thing.
okay. I
Oh
think,
well, yeah, man, fuck them because
yeah,
their opinion is what they would do, but they're not the ones that got the blueprint. God gave me the blueprint. That's why He put the idea in my mind. He
right,
don't. I've always said, like, even when we read the Bible, regardless of what you believe in, if you read the Bible, if you look at how the Bible is so instructional. Like, hey,
yeah,
go,
it's
go to. And I'm
blueprint.
not a Bible. Hold on, for everybody. I'm not a Bible expert, so I'm going to say some stuff, and I don't. I'm just saying it because I'm referencing. So,
Okay.
like, go to Galilee, turn right, get the goat, walk on the goat, come back, don't tell nobody. So if he's that instructional, right?
Right,
If he'll give that much instruction, he'll give you the instruction. Hey, this is the idea I have. This is the podcast, or this is the network I want you to build. This is what I want you to do. You're gonna have golden enterprises. If he gives you golden enterprises, then he's gonna show you how to get to golden enterprises. Now, when it comes to constructive criticism, I'm an open book, but I know when things feel weird. I
right.
know when it's not constructive anymore, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when it's not constructive anymore, those opinions
It's
are
more jealousy
they're,
or,
en- they're, they're envious. Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's a
yeah.
good word.
You can always tell when something isn't right when somebody tells you you should. This is what you should, or this is what you shouldn't have done.
Mm.
It's how it's communicated because most of the time when things are peaceful, it's have you ever thought about have you ever thought
Yes. Yeah,
have you ever
yeah.
thought about doing that? Man, maybe you could have. It's so many ways that people can address you in their nature. And the one thing that I actually like this is the one thing I know about people and good energy around you. I was just talking to Barry, my publicist, and we disagreed on something, but it was a nice ass disagreement
Yeah.
because we are both on we're both on the same journey to make my brand bigger. So the
Right, right.
agreement was like, well, I thought this. Well, I thought this. Well, and so
Yeah.
there's no malice in it. So when you're on your journey and you feel like you're getting angry with somebody about how do you get angry
Something's
with somebody
wrong, right?
about yours? Something's wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's
Now
something.
I got to think about that myself. Like, who have I been talking to lately?
That, man, I'm telling you, when you feel that anger and that other emotion, that weird, like something's
Yeah.
wrong. Because there is nobody. Oh, I wish I had time to tell you this, but there is nobody. Listen, okay, let me just tell you.
Okay.
You are trained, right? You are
Okay.
a train. You're moving. You
Right.
have you have passengers. You have some people that are on your train to work on your train to help your train move.
Yes.
Some people that are sitting on your train that just will go wherever your train, like your mom, your parents, those are,
Yes.
but you got some people on your train that are trying to disrupt your train
Get a free
or
ride.
or just trying to get a free ride. Those are the people you have to take out. You also have spectators that sit on the side, and those people are cool too. Now they could be waving and clapping and like all of that, but some of them people don't like how your train move. And then you got those one people that's gonna get on your track and try to get in your way to slow your train down. Make
Yeah.
sure that you never slow your train down. Go
Yeah.
straight through them. You're a train. You can feel when something is weird when things are on or off your train.
So
And
sometimes you got to stop and let them off.
no, you never, no,
Never
fuck,
stop.
they jump. That, hey, I'll, because your journey,
Oh,
see, in
wow.
that mentality, that stop and let them off is what
Yeah.
we always think. Man, I gotta stop to coordinate. Nah, you gotta figure out how to get
Oh,
off. You have
okay.
to figure out how to get off. Don't never let nobody stop your train.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Anybody stop your train, they need to figure out how to get off. That's on them.
I might steal this analogy. This is really a
Hey,
good one.
tag me,
I love it.
Yes. Just don't let anybody stop your train. And
Wow.
those are the people. that you do have some people, and you have to be okay with letting those people off and on, because sometimes we close our doors and hold people on our train that's not supposed to be on our train because we love them, or we
Yes.
thought the
Boy,
season
is
was
that
supposed to be
true.
longer, or we thought, man, let them people off. Y'all know
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. You learned a lot. You're pretty young, and that's really wise. I
I was raised
love
by my
that.
grandmother. My grandmother,
I was going to ask you who said that. You just
my
knew.
grandmother. Yeah, my
Oh,
grandmother.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So
Okay.
tell me about your favorite film to date. Do you have one
Still, right? Like today, yes, the same one. Sixth Sense is my favorite film ever.
that you made?
No, no,
One
that
that
I
you
wish.
made. I'm sorry. I should
I
have
wish.
asked that.
The Reading right now is still my favorite film, um, that has been made
And
right now.
released. Yes.
That's released. The Reading
Right.
is yes,
And what makes it your favorite?
because of the twist in the film. No, when you start watching this movie, nobody, uh, you will have to watch this movie twice.
Oh, wow. There's a big twist just in the trailer. I
There's
was
a
like, what?
Oh, it's a
So
big one.
you did good.
If,
Oh my God.
if you think that's the twist,
Really? Oh my, I'm definitely gonna watch this. I'm gonna kidnap my kids and make them sit and watch it with me.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
grown up now, so it's kind of hard, but I'm gonna do.
If you think that's the twist, you have.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, so your dream project, what would it be that you haven't done yet?
A dream project is a project that I'm slowly developing. It's called Melbourne, and it involves Will Smith, um, Halle Berry.
You have it cast in your head already,
Oh
or
yeah, 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 yeah.
oh, I
That's how
love that.
that's the same way the reading happened. When I wrote the reading, I knew I was going to get Monique. This
Oh
the
my
same
gosh, that's too
day
cool.
one. From day one, I
Oh
knew,
wow.
yeah, from day one. But
Wow.
that project is like a fantasy project, and I love it because there's this entire town built around this place. So it gets me to that point to where,
It's its
like,
own
I can
universe, kind
this
of.
whole universe that's going on,
So you're gonna
and
have
so
big back end on that one. You're gonna have video
um,
games and the whole
everything
nine yards.
it's gonna be wild.
Oh, I
I'm
love
coming.
it.
I'm coming for James Cameron's Avatar in that one.
Oh, oh wow. So male like Male.
Yes, Mel. No, and Mel like Melbourne. It's the name of the
Oh,
town,
Nate. Oh, okay. Okay.
Melbourne.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And
I
so
love that.
there are all of these stories in Melbourne.
Wow, that's very cool. Who's some of your favorite people to work with so far? Do you have any talent that you've loved?
Yes, I love working with Chastity Sorrell, Denisha Hardiman, my editor Stan, Gracie Henley, which is my DP, Jessica Davis, which is my AD. I love my
Have
team. Like
you
I
been
can't.
blessed to find a team that you're able to bring together with each film? Have you gotten to that point?
So this team will probably be my forever team in some form or fashion. This is the team that I started with when it was short films.
Oh
This is
wow,
the Yeah, so this is the team that moved up to feature, and it's so I love it because we're always ready to learn more. We're
that's
the
so
team
good.
that grew up together. So
Yeah.
everybody's learning their craft even more.
Wow. That you know what that's a huge blessing. Like that's
Oh,
one of
for
the
sure.
hardest things for us as filmmakers is to find that team. I haven't found all of them, but I like have a few people that are one that's been with me on 10 or 12 films that I've made.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
she actually started as I gave her her first job in wardrobe costuming,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we just hit it off, and now she works as a producer and costuming, and you can't let go of those people that you just know
Yeah.
like they get
Yeah.
me and they're honest and they're blunt but respectful, and I haven't found that in my particularly my camera department.
Okay.
But you have, so that's like huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This we started like this, so it's been Gracie is my DP. She's amazing. I love Gracie because Gracie never
Girl
tells me
power.
no.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she never tells me no. It's always like, okay, we can figure that out. Like she never,
I
no matter
love
how
that.
crazy the idea is, she's always like, okay, whatever you need. This just try to figure it out.
Do you bounce ideas off of them when you're writing
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah.
dreaming up
See,
that next project?
yeah, because I'm a storyteller in general. So a lot of times I don't want to worry about that next step. So sometimes I have to pitch my movies to them to see how they love it because I like to do projects that
Oh,
everybody loves.
yeah, yeah.
So because if everybody loves it, everybody's locked in.
They're all going to jump on board. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I'll literally be with I'll sit up and I'll do the whole pitch, tell them the whole story and everything. That's
Really?
how yeah,
That is awesome. So,
yeah.
so awesome. What kind of advice would you give somebody who is going to just start out in this industry? What do you think they need to
Um,
do?
be ready to fail as much as possible. If you can fail as much as possible, you will succeed faster. The more you fail, the more you succeed because you're not if you're not failing, you're not doing something you've never done before.
That's true.
You know, every day, get up and fail at something, which means you're going to push yourself a little bit further. And
Yeah.
also there is identify your fear like we talked about early. Identify what you're scared of because
Yeah.
99% of the time you're not scared of anything that's like you're scared of rejection. like
Right,
it's
right.
air. That's what you're most likely scared of.
Yeah, it's true. And I find, and have you found this to be true? Every single film has a new problem. So every single film, it's you learn something new that you won't do the next time. COVID in particular
Yep.
was a huge challenge. And how do we continue on as filmmakers? And I faced some things I never even knew could happen. Like the first film, we were one of the first union films approved. We had people forging their COVID tests, and my nurse kept catching them. And so that was very strange. And me being director producer, then suddenly I have to go and be troubleshooter. And I learned so much that I never thought I would need to learn. But, you know, it's like that. And I try to explain that to people, not just fail, right? But know that each film is going to have its new challenge. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. Just be
Yeah.
prepared to kind of fix it or, you know, make it work.
Yeah. 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 I agree.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. So if people are wanting to find out like more about you, things like that, what do they need to do? Where should they go?
They can find Courtney Glaude everywhere. Courtney. Last name Glaude. Glaude. Anywhere. My
Anywhere
name
you are
anywhere.
branded by your name. Courtney
Branded by my
Lade.
name. Yes.
Beautiful. I love that. Um, so is there anything coming up that you're doing right now you want to talk about or share?
So I am working on a series right now that I'm producing here in Houston. That's where I promise I'm gonna do most of my project.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
but yeah, just developing my next series and the next film. Those are the things I've dived into for like the next summer. So be sure everybody looks out for what I'm coming out with next, probably this summer or I think the fall or
Oh,
winter.
awesome.
Summer or
What
winter.
type of series is it? Is it
It
drama or?
it's an anthology and it's a drama, but it's like a tragic drama.
Oh, intense.
It's
Oh,
intense. It's very
okay.
intense.
Any
Yeah.
happy endings? Once in a while, everyone must die. No, somewhere in there.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
boy, I wish people could see your face right now. It tells it all. Oh my goodness.
Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, hey, it's all good. I usually kill people in my scripts, and
Yeah, cool. You
once in a
know,
while people get to live, but
once in a while, maybe once in a while.
I love it. Okay. I'm thinking Games of Thrones, or yeah, but I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh no, everyone dies every
Everyone
episode.
died. Everyone.
That's
Everyone.
that's so awesome though. All right. Well, if you're ready, we usually wrap this up with
Okay.
a 5 for 5. So they're really goofy questions that I ask so people can kind of know who you are as a person. Nothing too personal though. Um,
Okay.
but just fun. They're silly. So whenever you're ready, I'm going to shoot with the last 5 for 5.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Oh, you're always ready. Okay, that's so cool. All right. What is your favorite food?
Pastas.
Pasta's good. Like pasta Italian, anything
Yeah.
Italian?
Anything Italian.
That's really good. All right. Favorite thing to drink after a long day on set?
Water. I don't drink.
No, you know what? My show is new and I've interviewed, I think I'm up to 19 people. I would say 16 of them said water.
Yeah,
Some of them
water.
are like lemon water, coconut water, but everybody's healthy. And I'm like, I love you guys. I wish I
No.
thought that way when I was young.
Water.
Like, give me the hard stuff. It was a long day, but no, not anymore. That's so funny. All
Yeah.
right. What is one thing you have always dreamed of doing, but you haven't yet? Like a bucket list kind of dream?
Traveled.
Travel.
Yeah,
That's coming for you. I can tell.
yeah, traveled.
Where would you go? Anywhere?
I really would like to go to Africa or um Paris. Like I would like to go to
Paris.
anywhere. Well, I don't know
Historic sites, I guess.
right.
History.
Something that, is very, very foreign for people to go to.
Yeah.
Something of that nature. And I think I from the pictures, I think I want to go to Bali. I don't know why. I
Oh,
think
that
people are
looks really pretty, right? Don't they have like the places you can stay that are out in the ocean?
yeah, it looks so pretty. So I'm interested.
Yeah. There's probably sharks though. You never know. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
really. Yeah, and I don't play with water. So,
Uh-oh.
and oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Like I want to go somewhere on the, I don't know if these exist for real, but
Uh-huh.
like on the train rides, like you
Yeah.
ride a train and you can go from like state to state.
Yeah.
I want to do that,
There's
but
one that does like the East Coast to the West Coast.
I would
And
love to do that.
yeah, I've kind of always wanted to do that too, but I haven't been able to rope anyone into doing it with me.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do it where we start where it's hot and it goes through somewhere snowing and then
Like end in Alaska or something.
yeah, like I want to do something like that. Like
That would be cool. That'd be cool. And the US is so beautiful. You can see like all kinds of things in that we
yeah,
never even think about. We always think we got to go somewhere else, right? But
right.
kind of cool here. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Favorite song to sing at the top of your lungs if you're driving in the car?
Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
Off the Wall? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right. I love Michael. I thought I was going to marry him when I was a kid and in the 80s. I was just like, yeah, Michael or Prince. I'm going to marry one of them.
One or the other, right?
Yeah, but then I
one or
never
the
got to them in time. I'm so slow. Okay, last question. What is your favorite movie?
Sixth Sense by M. Night Shyamalan.
I love that. Yeah, that movie's really good. And he always has those unique twists. Was he one of your inspirations when you were writing?
He was the, yeah, he was he's the filmmaker that The Sixth Sense is the movie that I saw that made me feel I could do films.
Oh, wow.
Like
Wow, that's so
it's the
cool.
movie that I saw where I was like, oh, I think I can do this.
Yeah,
I watched them. I went to the theaters and watched that movie like
a bunch.
probably, oh man.
Did you, when you first saw it, how old were you? You were,
I don't even remember. I don't remember the year that it came out, but I do remember catching the bus.
do
I remember
you,
that long bus ride.
did you see the twist coming in the film?
No, not the first time.
Yeah,
Not the
that's what I
first time.
mean.
No, not at all. Like to be honest, I don't even know why I went to go see the movie that night. I think I had a girl. I was taking her on a little date. I don't know why. I think I wanted to watch a boring movie.
You're
So
like, forget her
like,
because you
you
saw
know
the
what I'm
good movie.
saying? And then I don't know what happened that totally I think the little boy walked in with the hole in his head, and I was like, "Oh, this." and then it caught me. And then the next day I came back
Oh,
and watched the movie again because of the twist and like all of that. And I watched that movie
yeah.
like two.
Yeah, it was fantastic movie. So, I am so thankful that you took the time to talk to us today. You're reading the reading right now is out on BET,
Mhm.
and everybody needs to go watch it. And they can find you, Claude.
Mhm.
No, Glaude. Oh, see, I messed that up. But they can
Oh,
find you, Courtney Glaude.
uh-huh.
um,
See, when you say it and then you mess it up and you got to say it again, that's just my name getting out there
That's
more.
better. Okay, okay, Courtney Glade. See, okay, there
Yeah.
we go.
See?
Yes.
See?
Because unless I'm reading it, I'm gonna say it wrong. So
Yeah.
I'm not reading it. But all right. Thank you, Courtney, for spending
Thank
time with
you.
us. And I hope you'll come back if you have anything you want to just talk about.
Okay,
We'd love to talk to you again.
for sure. Thank you.
Congratulations on everything. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. You've been listening to Movie Making with Renelle Golden. See you next time.
This podcast has been sponsored by Samara Entertainment.